my fellow noobs. For all intents and purposes, my name is CubeState, artist of the mixed media variety, and today I'd like to show you all how I made my DIY Nanoleaf panels. If you're like me, you're cheap, or as my dad would say with much more class, frugal, and there's nothing wrong with that. When I saw these fancy lights that I desired were selling for an astounding $200, I thought there's gotta be a way to achieve the same effect for much less. After doing a search of the internet though, all I could find were videos of people doing the same thing with 3D printers. I don't have a 3D printer. If you're watching this, you probably don't either. In this quick video, I'm going to show my creation process of a cheap man's Nanoleaf put together with parts you can find at any electronic or handyman store. Let's get started. Here's a list of the things that we'll need for this project. An Arduino Uno, a reel of addressable LEDs, a 5-volt adapter, a couple of ceiling light diffusion panels, a soldering iron and some solder, a hot glue gun and some hot glue sticks, wire strippers, a Dremel saw and plastic cutting bit, some sandpaper, and finally male-to-male jumper wires or any cabling you can find. So stop. I know what you're thinking. These supplies are close enough to the price of the Nanoleaf to make this whole project a financial bust. Well, let me say that I didn't buy everything on this list. A lot of stuff like tools I had laying around the house, so I spent maybe $95 worth of stuff online. I trust that if you're watching this video, you're resourceful enough to get what you need for less or for free, like I did. Like scissors, for example. Who doesn't have a pair of those lying around? And a computer. Most people have that, so obviously I'm not going to factor that into the cost list. With that stuff out of the way, let's get into the fun of putting this together. First, I created and printed out a template for the triangle that will be the base for the design. Using a Dremel saw, I cut out a couple of triangles. Once that was done, the triangle received a heavy sanding, and then I moved on to creating the borders for the base out of rectangular pieces of the sheeting. After that, I sanded the borders and began gluing them to the triangular base. Once that was done, it was time to wire up the LEDs and see if they were working properly. If you need help with the wiring of the lights with the Arduino, a link to the video that I use will be available in the description. Once I had the Arduino and LEDs programming worked out, it was time to glue the lights in place. After cleaning up the edges, I tested the lights one last time before gluing the second base triangle into place. After all was said and done, I was able to create a cheap man's Nanoleaf for simply and affordably. I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching, and I'd like to thank you all for getting me to 100 subscribers on my channel. This is a huge milestone for me, and I thought I'd celebrate with a unique video unlike anything I've done before. Please like and share this video if it was something you found helpful or entertaining. Thanks again for watching, and Godspeed your return.